Look at you now, boy. Look at you now. Before the Bell podcast, slamming all comers. Bloodlines, crime time, real bath water. The boys' mind burns a CT. On your way to the count, 1, 2, 3. For the Bell podcast. Before the Bell podcast. Bell ringers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. What is that? Before the Bell. Who am I? Main Event CT. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so grateful that you are here. First and foremost, I think it was Deuce Big Below, and we had another person. What's the name? All right, Deuce Big Below.
Yep.
My guy for $10. Thank you so much.
Oh, couldn't even let us get started.
I didn't even finish the
You
intro.
know what I'm saying?
I'm going to read this right now, Deuce. I'm going to get back to what I was saying. Deuce Big Below, Hogan deserved it. They need to put Macho Man in the Hall of Fame and stop using his name and likeness. Thank you so much, Mark. Big Jim theme song should be Big Toe from Jamie Foxx Show. Hashtag Big, I'm a fan, Big Jim fan. Bianca didn't do it. Interesting. And goes to the next one we had. We missed one. And from John DeBrule for $19.99. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thanks for the link for the merch. Who doesn't love a good hoodie?
Damn
Appreciate you getting the merch. I will go on and follow that up with this. Ladies and gentlemen, the super chats are open on YouTube. The stars are open on Facebook. For every donation, $10 or more, we will stop the show just like I just did to give you your thanks, to show our gratitude for you spending your hard-earned money, because we know it's crazy out there. So thank you so much for even supporting us, because the show is paid for by viewers like you. With that said, I want to introduce my partner in crime. This guy is one of two. Ladies and gentlemen, the shirt goat. Chris Burns, how are you, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. It's my city's on fire.
Woo!
But we safe, we good. You know what I
Man.
mean? So I had to represent the hometown today. You know what I mean?
I
'Cause
love it.
here we are.
Suplex City,
That's it.
Los Angeles. Here's
on.
what I'll say. Here's the thing, man. First of all, prayers and thoughts to everyone in LA and the surrounding area, or people who have family here that have lost their homes. We have all been on a high alert for the past couple of days.
Yeah.
I was like, hey man, I'm gonna be the old dude with a hose.
I'm about to say, CT was trying to go down with the ship. I was like, yo. I was like, no, it's too close. I'm out. I'm out.
You definitely dipped.
Yeah.
You dipped, and it's funny because you, myself, and Martin don't live far from each other.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, I'm evacuating. I said, hey man, hold tight, baby.
No, I was looking crazy because I had a teeny carry-on bag that had a couple shoes, essentials clothes, massive sack with wrestling shirts.
I love that.
That was it. That's
your
all that
priority.
mattered to me.
I love it. For me, myself, I had the to-go bag ready. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, let me think of what we need. The Bruce Sapp, $10. Thank you so much. First time catching this live. Here's to booing Hulk Hogan forever.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Let me tell you something. First and foremost, we have some stuff. Oh, wow. Hit him.
First of all, we got a lot to do first.
Hobby Billionaire, $10. Thank you so much. Glad y'all fellas are doing well out there. Thank you so much for the well wishes. Lucky BX, $10. Thank you. Says WWE should have saved kayfabe by saying Cody was poisoned by the Terramana. The Rock didn't sip. Hashtag Final Boss lives. I love that you said that.
I have so much to say on
So much to say. Oh my goodness. Oh God, I thought we missed one. So, as you guys know, and if you did not know, for you guys who are joining us for the first time, first and foremost, look at you now, boy. You see the merch. It's on the site. We got the opportunity to go to WWE Monday Night Raw on Netflix. It was incredible. And it was one of those situations where we're going to talk about it more on the show, and we're going to talk about it on the Patreon. We have something very special we're going to talk about the Patreon on this show that you will not guess.
You're not going to guess it at all, man.
Yeah, nobody's guessing. We don't do guessing here. What we do is podding, because we're the baddest podcast out there. That's right. We're the Belmont Day. And what people need to...
Okay. All right.
I sort of love that.
I'm not mad.
What people need to know and understand is that although the people around us are dealing with a lot, And there's a lot going on here in Los Angeles. This podcast has been and will remain on fire in the most positive way possible, not the negative way. Shouts out and prayers to everybody. But still, what you're looking at is three demons. The angriest man in podcasting, the weirdest man in podcasting.
That's crazy.
He's out here milking them all.
He's what?
He's looking in a mirror while he says it.
What is he doing?
He's out here milking them all.
Pause.
Wow.
On my behalf, pause.
Wow.
I'm not even talking.
But what we're doing is making sure that everybody knows the Belmont Day is here.
You know what I didn't know?
What didn't you know?
I didn't know our truth had a Irish accent. I did not know that.
Clear the screen, Mark. We missed some. We got to put them up immediately.
Oh yeah, we had some action just
yeah,
right
we got
now.
some action, man.
For 99.
Oh my God.
99.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. XO. Ran into a little money and want to give y'all some change. Two things. Jimmy Hart sneaking into the background while Hogan getting booed had me in tears. Facts. Number two, I don't want no belt on a Strong John ad Tiffany.
Hey,
Damn.
yo.
Y'all be safe out there in LA. Prayers up.
Beautiful.
Listen,
It's a beautiful day.
We need another hand of applause. We
Let's
appreciate
extend
you.
it. Let's
man.
extend that. That's crazy, dude.
Leave Tiffany's jaw alone.
Yo.
Unnecessary.
Day, I'm not gonna mention that.
I think
I'm
all
not gonna
people
say
are
nothing.
beautiful in their way, you know?
Buck's Thoughts, $9.99. Thank you so much. Says y'all was in the building with the ops. O'Shea, was there any smoke? That's part of what we kind of want to talk to y'all about.
Yeah.
That story is going on Patreon today.
Facts.
Thank you, Dartino. Glad to see you guys safe. Hashtag Hogan Booth. Thank you. Real Mace, Faux Boss, $1.99 says first live. Love the show, Brother CT and the Milkman. All right.
That is like, it's a shitty doo-wop group.
CT in the milk. Goodness gracious.
Be outside of Motown trying to get it.
Now, shoot. We got the hole in the 2%. Where do you feel? You know we got that milk and you know that it's real. Somebody likes strawberries and chocolate and everything in between. But you know the milkman, we gonna milk and sing. I said, shoot. Shoot.
I see the 2% is draining, but it can't drain on me.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bro. We haven't even started the show.
We haven't talked one topic yet.
Jesus.
We have too much to do. Derek for $20. Shout out to Unc Ballard. Wow. Hogan getting booed was what I needed for my soul. Damn right. Y'all done already got TT coughing up a lung, baby.
Oh my God.
Oh, Domingo trip for $9.99. Morning, fellas. Glad you're all okay.
Oh.
I think the fires were started by Hogan fans heard he got booed, or Diddy people destroying evidence. Side note, where do I put my resume for Milkman internship? That's all care of Martin Morrow, Burbank, California.
Domingo Trip got a black wife. That's what's crazy.
Yeah, that's what's super crazy.
Crazy.
Listen to me right now, man. First and foremost, you made up for the previous episode, Martin Morrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
100%.
made up. For those of you guys, everybody on the Patreon knows, we did a bonus episode.
Yeah.
And the guest of that episode is none other than Joaquin Wild.
LW's
If you have
own.
not seen that interview, you can check it out right now. We'll be dropping it at some point, but the clips will be dropping this week. This is fire. You understand me, boy?
Thank you.
This is you. You understand? Now,
Here, wait, the craziest part of all that was afterwards, CT goes, don't ever show up.
don't ever.
He goes, don't you ever show up with no costume on again. I was like, is he my pimp? What is happening? Like, why is he talking to me like
Ain't contributing nothing to the clothing budget.
I was like, this is crazy.
Because you know what you did, Martin? You've made this a staple for the show. So much just like the bell ringers, you got me excited to see what you've come up with. So when I see you come in and you just had the Lakers jersey on, I'm like, who is this, John Cena? Thugonomics? What's up?
It was a weekday. I had work, 2 auditions. I was like, I don't have time.
It was a lot happening.
I had to go pick up Joaquin, and it was a lot. So I
saw that. I think Kalia posted the audition. I was like, okay, commercial king. What she called you? Vincent Johnson, $10. Thank you. Yeah. My first comment on here, and I gotta say, is how did Kev on stage get better seats than y'all? Glad you said that.
That's where you're wrong. Yeah,
you're so wrong on that. Our seats. So this is what we'll say. How do you even describe this? So we were right above the floor, but not deep in the stands. We were like right in the middle.
Right
we could
next
see,
to the hard cam.
Yeah. Right next to, right next to the hard cam. We could see everything. I'm talking about we could see the ring, we could see the ramp, we could see announce table, we could see everything. When you're on the floor, I know you might think those are good seats, but unless you're at the entrance ramp, like where you can shake hands with the WWE superstars, or right behind the announce table, you have trash seats.
Literally, we spoke to my good friend Frosty, who runs the what you call it, area next to the ring, the ringside area.
Shout out to Frosty.
He does all the audio and everything like that. We literally talked to him, and he's like, people think like front row seats are the best, but you don't see what's going on
at all
on the other side of the ring. Like where you guys are the best seats. So like,
and we knew that.
Yeah.
Tyrone Handon, $9.99. Thank you. Yeah. Chris walked into Monday Night Raw yelling, "Where the white at? Daddy's home."
I was horchataed up on Monday. Okay.
Here's the thing. Okay. First, Monday Night Raw. Let's go in order.
Yes.
We're gonna give specific details and our un-PG like thoughts on the Patreon.
Yes.
We're gonna give you the story, the clean version, and a couple of things right here during the show.
For sure.
W.S. Fletcher, $19.99.
There we are. Love it.
I'm glad you all are safe. This is for the Hogan being booed and blaming Jimmy Hart. Did he blame Jimmy?
Did he?
No, there were people saying that he would probably be like, brother, I can't believe they would boo Jimmy like that. So it was like it became like a meme of itself.
Marcus Brown, $10. Thank you. Yeah. Glad to see you guys are doing well, and congrats on all the success between Stephanie Vacure and new NXT Women's Champion
Julia.
You know I don't watch NXT. I'm about to start though. Who has the better shot at being a star on the main roster?
Ooh, I think Stephanie has a deeper repertoire of moves and a little bit more character. I think Julia will fit that role of an Asuka or a Io or a Kairi Sane in a lot of ways. I think both of them will be amazing additions to the main roster, but I think Stephanie will have I can see Stephanie main eventing a WrestleMania before I see Julia doing it.
Wow, interesting.
I'm calling a push on it because when one of them speaks English, whoever learns how to speak English better, is probably going to be the one that goes further. Because right now, both of them are, you know what I mean? Like, let's get a manager in here. You know what I mean? Vibes. But they're both equally as talented.
Okay.
Yeah. Jimmy Brown with the $10 super chat says, longtime listener, finally giving some support with money. I really hope Bianca Belair gets a title shot soon and gets the belt. What do you guys think?
You already know
about to say.
My GOAT is Bianca Belair. So I want her to be done with these tag titles. I want her to be done with trying to help other wrestlers come up. I want to see, because she's only been on the main roster now 5 years.
Yeah.
I only want to see her go back to the main event where she belongs, because she is a transgenerational talent. Yeah, I said it right.
Yeah, you did.
There was definitely a moment.
I'm so glad y'all didn't interrupt me, because that one came out badly.
Yeah. I thought I was about to have a let's make some love.
No.
You know, like Martin did last week.
Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about it. M2K2 Fitness, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Did we read that one?
Which one?
The one Mark's doing? Oh.
No.
Yeah, let's say, put it up.
We just talked about
Beautiful
this.
Day XO, the $9.99. One more thing. I hope Liv goes back to the mid card. I'm choosing violence today. Oh,
Dang.
You are ridiculous.
What's going on with you
we're
today?
We're definitely going to talk about that. Millionaire Max $9.99 says, Chris, we need I know you lying shirt.
Please stop.
Wow. Mancast. Also, Demon Unk is hilarious.
Demon Unk.
Demon Unk. I like it.
Demon Unk.
I guess
bro.
I can start fitting Unk into these names, so I
That's
don't have to
right.
keep
You
trying to do.
It's
can.
time to embrace it, dog.
Yeah,
You got the
Yeah, man.
honorary Unk shirt.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I mean, Mammy Zane was wild, so I think I could fit.
But
You
unreal.
were out of
Unk
control.
Balor works better than Min Balor.
Yeah, Men Balor sounds insane. Like the biggest
Men Balor?
Men Balor. Wow. Like we hope, but goodness gracious, bro.
That made me laugh so hard. I was about to call you the N word on camera.
Was it
And
better?
he said it.
He
I
said
didn't
it.
say it.
Because
That's
like,
crazy.
it would be like Finn Malor, and
Yeah.
that also
No.
sounds pretty. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Holy
Unk Balor.
hell.
Let's stick
The
with
Bruce Sapp for $10. CT, 2 reasons to watch NXT. Jada Parker.
You know, I've been seeing the clips. I've been seeing a lot of the clips of Jada Parker and Lola Vice. It
Yeah.
makes me want to watch. Let's start, even Mark gives a thumbs up. So let's start with this. Monday Night Raw.
Oh, yeah.
Do we want to start with the show or do we want to start with the backstage?
I guess the show. Because I
Okay.
feel like we give them the broad strokes.
Got you.
of Monday Night Raw, and then on the Patreon, if you a member, you're gonna get all that extra goodness. You know what I mean?
I love that. Okay, so let's get right into the show.
Yeah.
What am I looking at, Mark? Oh, there we go. So when we get into the show, Monday Night Raw opens up. Triple H is inside the Nope alien.
Yeah,
And it was
Nope alien. Is that a jean jacket?
I'm about to say.
No, remember in the beginning?
Yeah,
And the-
That is the blackest description of something. Like we never say the proper thing. It's always the descriptor. String a bell. Like they don't say they
don't say the wire.
They don't say his
Oh.
name.
So that was epic. And then, oh my goodness, Kim Gilmore, what's up, baby girl?
What's up?
Yeah.
Thank you. She says, late to the party. Hey, fellas, I hope you're doing all right with everything going on. My tides, of course. Thank you so much for the love and the comments. Everybody in the comment section, thank you. Those of you guys who have not given super chats, do not feel bad. We appreciate every single person tuning in, giving super chats. The people who can't give super chats, don't worry. You know how you can support us? Share this video. Like this video.
Yeah.
That's how you can help us because we're trying to grow even more in 25. Tremaine Stone, $9.99.
Yeah.
First time super chatting. Big fan of y'all. Don't know how Chris stayed calm taking that picture with Bailey, but what is y'all favorite theme songs of all
I was
time?
down bad.
He did not stay calm.
Yeah, I was down bad, but she didn't see any of it. So that
Yeah.
was
I
good.
can't wait to tell them
Yeah.
my perspective.
And I'm gonna post the video of him freaking out before
You got
on
video?
Patreon. I got
Yeah,
video.
he's filming me the whole time.
Yeah,
Yo!
it's gonna be on the Patreon as well.
So,
Down bad.
okay, let's answer this question.
Yes.
Favorite theme song of all time. I'm starting with you because I need to think.
Probably, I mean, Sexy Boy. That's one you could play
Shawn Michaels.
anywhere. I think Sexy Red has used it before.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the one you could play in the club. You could play.
The club.
Get the club going.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
Specific club.
It's like Christian clubs or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd say Sexy Boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna go underrated because it's not even like necessarily just a theme song.
Mhm.
But anytime I hear Pomp and Circumstance for the Macho Man, I just get
Oh.
I get emotional.
Wow.
Like I really think about it. I'm like, just everything about that man's entrance and the intensity and
Mm.
the character and the nostalgia. Nothing, even more so than Real American. Like the Pomp and Circumstance gets me right in my early feels as a wrestling fan.
Okay. I'm going to give you my number one, but I'm going to give you my honorable mention.
All right.
My number one, believe it or not, my number one theme song of all time is Mark Henry.
Oh.
The 3-6 Mafia one?
Yo, the 3-6 Mafia. What?
Somebody's gonna get their ass kicked.
Somebody's
gonna get the wig split.
Yeah, Orlando Wright was right there with you. He
Yo.
was ready to go.
So Sheldon Jackson, $10. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
sir.
What a week to start 2025 in WWE for the women's roster. The WWE Women's World and Women's NXT titles all changed hands on the
Facts.
first shows of 2025.
Yeah, yeah.
That is
Think
a
about
great
that.
point.
That is a very good point. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, good for them.
Bad News Buck, $10.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. says Unc Balor is the only black man banging Grape Street in Ireland. Big thanks to Burns and Unc for not blocking me for those milkman stickers.
Yeah, you got close, man.
Yeah, we definitely had a moment. I was like, listen, for this hour, they were recorded, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But like sometimes I'm like, man, I'm at home chilling. Do I have to be called a milkman when I'm at home? Like, come on, man.
So the honorable mention, and this is very specific. This is the Stone Cold 2001
Yeah.
glass shattering. I can't think of the band.
Disturbed?
Disturbed. Yo.
The next in the
Was that on the Ruthless Aggression out? Not the Ruthless Aggression.
It was.
Oh yeah, it certainly
Yeah,
was.
that- so that's my number 2. But Mark Henry's my number 1.
Also,
Shawn
the
Michaels.
Final Boss Rock is pretty.
It's the best.
Yeah, when it slows down, like you just
Boom, boom.
it gives you everything you need, bro. It's just so fire.
Speaking of which, the final boss, The Rock, he did come out on Monday Night Raw to address the crowd. He
Yeah.
talked to
Sort
the
of.
people.
First man on WWE Monday Night Raw on Netflix.
Robert Jackson for, is that $9.99?
Thank you.
First
Yeah.
time tuning in live and first time super chatting. Love you guys. Best podcast of all time. Keep up the good work, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was very kind of you, yo. That's the kind of stuff that make your heart warm, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, y'all want to.
Speaking of
Go ahead,
heartwarming,
Go ahead.
The Rock had a heartwarming moment.
Wait, what was that? What was it about to be?
I was gonna say, do y'all want to talk about Dwayne showing up? Because that wasn't The Rock.
That was
That was Dwayne.
That was not Rocky Maivia. That was not The Rock. That was not the Final Boss. That was Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And I'm here to tell you,
Yeah.
I wasn't here for it.
You weren't here
I
for
was
it.
not here for it. I was excited.
Yeah.
I was amped. I
Yeah.
was stoked, as the melanatedly challenged people would say.
Yes.
All right.
And he gave me nothing. He gave me absolutely nothing.
Well,
Nothing.
it was 10 minutes of glazing.
That's right.
And 10 minutes is also being very
Yeah, very generous.
Generous, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was. He was like, let me say hello to my best friend Cody Rhodes. You're like, you made him bleed.
What
Like,
was that? What was that?
Yeah.
Cody, I love you. Let me give you a hug. My cousin Roman Reigns. I was like, you were just working with what happened in Survivor Series.
This man.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read that super chat
Hit
really
it.
quick. Domingo Trip, $9.99.
Yeah, man.
Here's a super chat for those who can't super chat. Look at
that.
I love
Bell
that.
ringers, baby.
I would like to be BTB's resident useless hand security trained by Bernard, the security guard from an online course. Hilarious.
I gotta bring Bernard back.
Okay. All you've heard
Hmm.
from backstage and the dirt sheets and whatnot is Rock just does what Rock wants to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's 100% what he did on both Monday Night Raw and NXT.
Yeah.
He came out there and basically did an acceptance speech on behalf of WWE, showing up on Netflix, and this is a history-changing moment, and this, that, and the other. He completely stepped on every storyline
Every story.
that he was involved in up to this point. Nah. Cody's not your best friend. You bloodied this man and beat him senseless with a belt
And talked about his mama.
and talked about not very nicely making love to her on a regular basis. Then you beat this man in the tag team match.
Look at you now.
Well, you know what I'm saying? And so you're one up on the current WWE undisputed champions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you show up at Survivor Series after the War Games. You do a weird 3 and then throat slit symbol.
Yep.
And then you hugging this man, sharing tequila, talking about, yeah, say hi to your mom. Like it's all good.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Let's take it a step back.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
You
Of
said
course
Pappas
there.
Hey, Incredible Jones, $9.99. Thank you. I can see a before the bell comedy sitcom with the three of y'all as wrestling fans and having different WWE superstars appears. It can have you going to shows, watching at home, and all think about it. Hashtag the world needs it.
I don't disagree.
That's not a bad idea. I love that. I love these brothers. Let me say that, man. Cody Rhodes was in the audience. We saw a lot of superstars in the audience.
Yeah.
But this is the champion. This is the man that has beaten Gunther to be the guy in WWE. This is the title.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he get a chance beyond a run-in to come out and address the WWE universe.
Hey man, Gunther, the champion of the show, was just in a video.
Yeah.
In black. They didn't even get this man color. They said.
Well, I mean, look. Let's be.
Because it hit me later.
Yeah.
They didn't even give this man color.
No. They didn't.
It's true.
Even though I enjoyed the belt being in color.
Yeah, that was cool.
But let's be real. If you a Netflix executive,
Yeah.
you're not so familiar with the product, you don't necessarily probably know who got. He's definitely not bigger in your mind than The Rock, The Undertaker, you know what I mean?
True.
And other people who showed up that night. So it's like, yeah, we gonna focus on this Roman Reigns, CM Punk situation.
True.
Gunther, we'll see you next week.
And we will.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we will see him
100%.
tomorrow.
So if you write in the show, I understand why you did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kim Gilmore, $10.
Yeah.
Rock showing up Monday pissed me off. Explain bad blood, my guy,
Yeah.
and whooped his ass in front of his mama.
Yeah.
WTF. We agree. It's like he stepped on that storyline. He also showed us maybe he's not wrestling at WrestleMania.
Maybe
right?
not.
No,
Yeah.
which has
Probably
been
not, in
Yeah,
fact.
that's what's been said. But I think that because I remember when we were watching Roman and Solo and Rock came in.
Yeah.
You were watching for the Rock's leg. Pause. But you
What? Go back. I was watching for what?
you kept saying, "Look at the Rock's leg. The Rock's
Oh,
leg."
right.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was gonna turn on Roman
Roman.
when he hit the
Yeah,
Uvala.
we all did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I was like, I don't think he's going to do anything. I think he's still going to be, again, glazing. And then it was that. He was like, all right, thanks so much, man. It's good to see you. It's like, then why'd you even come out there?
Yeah. Because that was the chance for him to save that storyline. Wait, Lucky BX, $10. Thank you.
Yeah.
The Rock 2024, Cody, F your story 2025, WWE, F your stories.
No, 100%. Okay.
Ooh.
Because Rock tried to clean it up on Netflix. I mean, on
Or
NXT the next
NXT, yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, last year when I was so mean to Cody, everybody was mad I was mean to him.
Yeah.
But now that I'm nice to him, everybody's mad that I'm nice to him. And then he gave us his shut up and just enjoy the ride. The Rock's
Yeah.
taking it. It's like, no, sir. No, sir. This is what's been so great about the Bloodline story. Every time we've thought that it went stale,
Yeah.
a new chapter was opening.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it all made sense in retrospect,
Mhm.
at least. And even in the moment, even if you were somewhat confused in the moment, it didn't completely step on everything that came before it.
True.
This reeked of, I'm just going to do what I feel like,
Mhm.
and I don't care what plan, or that they're just making it up as they go.
Yeah.
That's what it reeked of.
Okay. So let's talk about Roman versus Solo.
Yeah.
Great match. Solo is ready. I like him as a top heel. Here's what I expected. I didn't even say this to y'all. And this is how serious we take this show, ladies and gentlemen. At the very beginning, I said to Martin, I said, look, man, I don't want to talk about the show until we're recording the episode. I wanted to be live reactions. We were there.
Yeah.
We did not discuss anything
We
that
sure
we were
didn't.
seeing in
Yeah,
front of
yeah,
us.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
So with that said, I expected for the entire bloodline to come out that were there and all raise their fingers up and acknowledge Roman Reigns. Solo even said the previous Friday Night SmackDown,
would do it,
if I lose, I'm going to acknowledge Roman. None of that happened. So it was like, okay, what's now going to happen this SmackDown? Solo wasn't there. So now what's going to happen this SmackDown?
Well, here's what was even crazier. They did not call Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga the Bloodline, the new Bloodline. They can't go by that name anymore.
Mm.
So they just were like, Tama and Jacob, they're the two guys, they're friends, whatever. They hang out.
Two guys that are friends.
Also cousins.
They're not cousins
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, they are.
No, because remember the Tongans
Brother.
are Tongans.
Brother, you were from Alabama. You know what play cousins are. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like we all have cousins that ain't our cousin.
Do they operate by the same rules? Do whites have
Well,
that
they
too?
did like a blood oath with the
That's a
High
great
Chief
question.
Peter Maivia and the Tongan patriarch. That's the whole thing.
Haku,
why they're
Haku?
cousin? Yeah.
Okay, so
Ming the Haku.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Yeah,
but, you know,
it's probably not for us to really.
totally.
let me talk about this for a second. The bandana. This fits. I didn't even watch. I'm tired. This fits for you.
Mhm.
It makes me. I'm not about to roast you. I swear to God.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
'cause
sitting back like, here it comes.
Let me tell you
dog.
something. Huh?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
because I was getting flashbacks,
That-
boy.
yeah.
PTSD was playing. No, I was like, he's about to call me biscuit again.
Oh.
Can't be scared. Don't be scared.
I'm only saying that reminds me. Remember, I'm so on thin ice with Martin. I swear to God, I was about to
No,
roast.
like, what?
These-
No.
I was just gonna say, you remember in the 90s when Scott Hall and Kevin Nash will wear it. And we thought as kids, like, oh yeah, they thugs. And it's like,
I didn't think that.
no, they're not.
No, Kevin Nash will wear FUBU, and you're like, why is this?
This is not for you
Yeah.
or by you.
Neither of these things.
It took me a long time to realize how not cool the Wolfpack actually was. They were just like white dudes with a great theme.
From the get-go.
Yeah.
I was like, no. Conan used to wrestle in panties and fringes.
Yes.
He can't all of a sudden be a cholo out here.
Hold on a second.
Mal Grant.
Mal Grant with $49.99.
Yes.
Thank you so much. What's up, Unks? Well, that's singular, good brother. And
Absolutely.
CT, glad you
I'm
guys.
the youngest one.
Glad you guys are all right. Want to give love to you guys and the bell ringers to make sure you join the family, or Chris will steal all your milk. Also, do you think The Rock was just there to get clout and not for the story?
100%.
Chris does. I don't think he was there for clout. I think that The Rock's stock going through the roof and him owning more shares and all of that stuff went into it. But I also think that The Rock is still one of the biggest movie stars on the planet.
Yeah.
So him being there only helps WWE.
Sure.
I do wish, however, that he would not have stepped on established storylines that he was involved in, and he could have done it in a way that did not even acknowledge Cody. He could have done it in a way that did not acknowledge Roman and still been there for goodwill.
Yeah. I would have loved if, wait, hold on. Should it do, how you say that, Martin?
What should I do? Ogu. With
Hey.
the 1999 says.
You know, Martin's Nigerian, so I had to ask.
What are you?
I have no idea. Slavery, my brother.
How do
All
you know
right.
you're Nigerian?
I
Can't
took
tell?
a 23andMe. All right.
Oh.
I took a 23andMe test.
Baby.
Goodness. And my stepdad's Nigerian, so he knows. Like that's why I think you. I think you're Nigerian because how you act, not in a rude way, but I mean like
Yeah.
you have Nigerian tactics.
You know what's funny? You've never. That's crazy to hear.
Nigerian tactics sounds like a tag team.
Nigerian
Yo,
tactics.
Omas Obafemi, Nigerian tactics.
Come on.
That would go crazy.
Let's
Nigerian
go.
tactics. The reason I don't take that personally, first of all, you know, I'm king accountability. Bro, I have anger issues. I literally have no patience. I'm never gonna deny what you tell about me. So it's like if you say that these are Nigerian traits, the Nigerian's gonna eat you up. But me, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I got it in my blood, bro. That's what I'm saying. I get you.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out you're African, but
Maybe Ghanaian. No, he's too big to be Ghanaian.
yeah, yeah,
Not big like you're
No,
not.
I know. I'm
You're just a large man.
yeah.
I don't know, y'all.
What would it be?
Because
It's all the Creole in me that
yeah.
dilutes everything.
Yeah, you don't look Ugandan.
No.
I'm gonna figure it out.
I wouldn't know. Yeah. I'll be honest with you.
I'm gonna figure it.
What
Yeah.
up, y'all?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
a Cena heel turn? Figuring out your African is a wild segment, by the way.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like, you go on a game show. Figuring out your African.
Next up on the Travel Channel.
Yeah.
And it's just a dude looking at you like, ooh.
Yeah, staring at you all in your face.
Tell me what happens if you don't get dinner by 7 p.m. Okay, yeah, I know exactly.
I know exactly.
I know your roots, boy.
But Chinadu says, what up, y'all? Do y'all think a Cena heel turn to win the title could possibly happen in Mania? Maybe even use his fabled Fear My Name gimmick on his last run. Love the show. You know what's funny? I still don't think they'll turn him heel. I don't think
No.
that's
Not the
just-
final year.
No.
Especially not now.
But
Yeah.
I do love them bringing back the Fear My Name thing because I thought about this for a program with him and Gunther, actually.
Okay.
Ooh.
Where the whole thing is like, for decades, people have feared my name.
Yeah.
You know, I'm John Cena. And Gunther's whole thing is fear only has one name now.
Gunther.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Cooking.
That would be so fire.
Swindle Academy, $9.99. Thank you.
Yeah.
Loving the pod. Question: have y'all ever seen the worst dark match ever?
Yes.
Flesh Gordon versus Kazarni.
Yes.
Painfully hilarious. I've never seen
It's
it.
on YouTube. It is.
I don't think I want to
Flesh
see
Gordon is an insane man.
yeah.
crazy.
It is. It's everything you want. It starts as everything you want in a bad match, but it is just bad.
Oh.
Like it hurdles coming back around to enjoyable because it's bad, and
Yeah.
it's just bad.
it.
Again.
We got 400 in the chat.
Come
Thank
on,
you
y'all.
so
Yes.
much. You
Thank
guys are really showing us that you love us and we love you back. Okay, next match was that Rhea and Liv?
Well, Cena came out next.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cena.
Yeah.
Now, how about that for juxtaposition?
Mm-hmm.
Cena
Yep.
cuts a promo and gets us invested
Yes.
in what he's gonna do next.
Yes.
Gives a totally real and kayfabe logic to why he's probably not gonna win
I love it.
his 17th world title.
Mhm.
Like, guys, I'm washed. It's ultimately his thesis. I am completely washed. I have not won in so long. You know what I mean?
Thousands of days.
I'm washed.
That was his
Yeah,
promo.
That was, yeah.
No, I'm cooked. You know what I mean? Like, I can't
I'm
beat Austin
washed.
Theory. I am done. You know what I mean?
I
did
can't
not
beat
say
Austin
that.
Theory.
Yeah.
Dog.
He did lose to Austin Theory.
He did, I know.
Yeah. So
And Austin Theory loses to everybody.
that's
else.
what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
So his whole thing was like,
I'm not about to let y'all keep talking about Austin Theory.
No, but
like
I'm
this.
saying is what's
yeah,
been
what's up,
happening.
last
And I-
great Austin Theory moment that happened.
How dare you guys
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
Austin
yeah.
Theory?
WrestleMania when he won the tag titles and then
We got an
So-
Austin Theory story too.
Yeah.
Can't wait to tell that
But
one.
shout out to him, man. He's a
Shout
cool
out
dude.
to Austin Theory,
When
man.
the octave change. Shout out to Austin Theory too, I gotta tell you.
It's not that high.
All right.
Oh
But
That falsetto. Oh, you got the shirt too. I didn't even see the shirt.
Yeah. That's him right up front.
Man, R-Truth got the R-Truth story.
We have
Man.
our truth story, and again, our truth videos will be on the Patreon.
Absolutely.
I am
Truth.
so excited to talk about this
I
post show.
can't wait. I can't
But
wait.
so
But yeah.
Cena comes out, says everything he's gonna do, talks about why he's washed.
Yeah, he said
Crazy.
over 2,000 days he hasn't won a match.
That's
Yeah.
true. I want to see fade Cena. I don't
You
want
said that
this
last
ball
week.
spot.
Yeah.
I want if you gonna come back for this year, I want faded Cena. Cover that spot up with that fade in the
But I
back.
wonder how long does it take him to grow his hair back? Or he could get them MJF transplants, probably.
I'm about to
right?
say he's a gazillionaire. Like he
Yeah.
could, if he wants hair, he could just fly to Turkey and get it right.
Also, white hair grows fast.
Absolutely.
Respectfully.
Yeah, if Ocean Glapion
It
could
does.
do it, you could do it. John
There's
Cena.
listen, man. Ocean is a friend of the show.
Uh-huh.
And
And
Ocean
put on his
talk-
Instagram that he went to Turkey
He
to
did.
get hair. So what?
Let me tell you something. You can't tell Ocean nothing with that hair,
No,
boy.
hell no.
He's a different guy.
Come on. You be taking pictures like this now? It's like, what are you doing?
Put it up, Mark. Omar
Heslop.
Heslop. $10. Thank you.
Canadian. Is that $10 Canadian?
Is it?
That is, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love
Okay.
it.
Right? International.
Absolutely.
He says, "This is my first time sending a super chat. I love the show and I look forward to watching you guys all the time. Down with Hogan."
Man.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's coming up. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
So after that was Rhea.
Yes. Oh, but we didn't finish. So Cena
Yeah.
tied it all together,
Mhm.
saying it'd take a miracle. It would take a lottery ticket
Yep.
for me to win the title.
And listed all the lotteries.
And then boom, he's entering the Royal Rumble. Promised to win the Royal Rumble.
Mm.
Now there's a built-in storyline to the match when it happens February 1st.
And he
Which we
did
need.
all of that without stepping on anybody's storyline.
100%.
He mentioned everybody that he could feud with, that
Yeah.
everybody's been wanting him to feud with. Let me ask you this. How many times has Cena won the Royal Rumble? Twice or three?
2 times.
Okay. So the
Yeah,
only person who won three was Randy Orton and Stone Cold.
Yes.
Okay, great. So looking at it this way, I wouldn't mind Cena and Cody, although I feel like that would put Cody in a position to be booed. And I don't like that.
Ooh. Well, yeah, because babyface main events at Mania.
Don't
They're
work.
tough.
Or just
They
in general.
work. They're just tough. Like Warrior and Hogan worked.
Yeah.
What is it?
Rockin' Hogan.
Rockin' Hogan. Oh, Hogan
Well,
came in as
yeah,
a heel.
Rock had
But
to
he
turn
got
heel
booed.
midway,
Yeah, Rock got booed.
They both turned in the
Yeah.
match and then finished the match as babyfaces.
Totally.
Austin Rock in was that 2001? Like they were both coming in as baby faces.
Is that 17?
That
when
that was
Austin
more
turns,
Austin ended
yeah.
up turning at the end. So
Yeah.
it does,
Works sometimes.
yeah.
But like Seth Rollins for sure thought he was a babyface going into the CM
Man.
Punk feud.
Oh, man.
The audience let him know real quick who the babyface is. I mean,
That
like-
hurt my feelings, bro.
That's why I was trying to cheer for him, and I was like, okay, no one's really.
like, nah, you better be quiet. That's what you ever, you know what I mean?
That we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So who would you guys like to see Cena face at Mania? Because I don't see him winning the Rumble. I do see him winning Elimination Chamber.
I can see that.
Don't see him winning the Rumble. I need Roman or Jey Uso to win the Royal Rumble. Jey Uso is so over right now. You can't. You can't stop
I
this
don't know.
train.
I still don't know about main event WrestleMania for Jay though.
Yeah, I think there's still, especially after Monday, I think there's still something else that he needs.
Okay, what do you
Yeah.
think?
Either another move or
Yeah.
Why didn't we tell him to? You see, been saying that he's need to bring back the Tequila Sunrise
Yeah.
for months, and he was right in our face.
because he was like dancing with kids and stuff, so it was hard to.
He wasn't. He was moving fast though. We
But
didn't
he
have
was
time to
moving,
talk.
but he did like stop and take a picture of that one kid. I was like, "Who's this kid?
Let's
Why
talk
is this
about that
kid
kid.
getting more photos than us?"
That kid was pissing me off, bro. You
Man,
want to
I'm
talk?
saying, I never seen CT angrier at a small child than at this pre event for.
You know
Monday Night Raw.
why? Because, and everybody out there, you know what I'm talking about. As you were kids and you grew up a fan of something, it wasn't the kid that I was mad at.
Uh-huh.
It was his dad.
Yeah.
His dad was a fan just like us, and he was using his kid
He was
to
He
get
was.
the attention. His kid don't care about none of this stuff. He was like, hey, don't you want a picture with this person? And it was like, hey, man, let me get this picture. And then do the thing with your son.
CT trying to talk to Tez Ford over here. You better move. It's like, why CT all of a sudden speaking in third person?
I made
facts.
it CT.
Main event, boy. So I love that for Cena. I don't want to set this sentence up any further because I said it 8 times, so one of y'all can. What happened after Cena?
What was that?
That was Rhea.
Terry
Oh, that was
Boulay?
Rhea after?
Oh,
no, it was Rhea versus Liv next.
okay,
Did
got
you say Terry Boulay?
I did say that.
That's incredible.
Like,
You know what?
You on your way. You the next Lenny Bruce.
oh, I work hard. Gino Levon.
let's
for
keep it going, fam.
$9.99.
Thank you, Gino.
Prayers to all of you. Made Martin stick his tongue out. Prayers to all of you in Los Angeles.
baby.
I just flew back from Memphis to go pick up my father and stepmother since their house that they've had for 30 years burnt down.
Oh,
and you
man.
donating to us? Man,
Blessings.
we appreciate you,
Thank
Gino.
you.
Blessings,
And-
brother. Hope
Yes.
that you good, man.
Love
For
to
real.
your family, dude.
Big
That
time.
is wow, man. Blessings to your family. So sorry that happened. It's a dark time, but I'm
Yeah.
very glad that you're here with us, and hopefully we could take your mind off it for a little bit.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, we had Rhea versus Liv next.
Hold on, man. Domingo Trip got
Domingo Trip is
$9.99
back.
on it. He's back again.
Domingo Trip says, RUS here. They should start a faction called Austin with Austin Aries, Austin Gunn, and Austin Theory, headquartered out of Austin, Texas, managed by Stone Cold Steve Austin with the motto, Austin.
Domingo on them happy narcotics. He feeling good.
Who
right?
is your dealer, boy?
Yeah.
That is dealing
But yeah,
for
so
sure.
we have Rhea Liv next.
Yeah, we were dealt the women's world heavyweight title match of
Yeah.
Rhea versus Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan coming in as a champ with Raquel and Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
It felt like a pretty foregone conclusion on what was going to happen there.
I thought she was going to retain.
It was in this match that something Martin had said early in the night came clear for me that it was very much a babyface glorified house show
Okay.
situation that we
Yeah.
were in.
Okay.
They weren't gonna make too many waves. There wasn't. I can't think of a heel turn. There wasn't even a real return. There were surprises.
Mhm.
Rock Taker
yeah.
surprises,
Mhm.
but no, like we didn't get like Penta showing up, or we didn't see Becky
Right.
return, or all these things that have been theorized. It was very, very safe.
Yeah.
It was because I think that was to attract the average, viewer.
But even like what you call it, McIntyre even lost. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
literally, every I don't know a
Everybody, yeah.
heel that walked away making anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they did not feel good about themselves
No,
as
no,
bad
not at
guys. yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, so like the New Day kept popping up in and out.
I love
which
that.
that
They
was
were
great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Which
Yes.
I think that served them better than being, because I think they had mentioned a match with Rey Mysterio and a mystery partner, which probably would have been Penta or like Dragon Lee or whatever. I think the New Day still being established as heels and still being in different moments, that was better for them.
Yeah.
Them, I like that. I loved how they were sprinkled because if you notice, each appearance that the New Day had,
Yeah.
they got booed more and more,
For sure.
and they were able to have so much more fun with that.
Yeah.
And that made it so much more entertaining because it's like them being misunderstood, them being disrespected. Kofi is doing great work as well as Xavier. But
Man.
Kofi, grow that mustache back, boy.
But I think that's what makes
out of
him an
control.
even better heel.
Surely, because
Is
you're
to
just like,
have
why
just this
is your facial hair like that?
Without
Sorry.
a mustache, he looks so evil.
Yeah.
That is spot on.
100%.
Very evil.
Evil
Evil
is
is the best
evil.
word to use for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude is ready to kill James Bond.
He
boy.
is
Absolutely.
Evil.
And I
James
got
Bond
a
is
New Day
not-
story for the Patreon because there was definitely a moment of recognition based on me saying
Oh,
something.
can't wait for you to tell him
to
that.
Austin Creed.
Kim
You said his
Gilmore,
government.
I
$10.
sure did.
Thank you. They have Montez Ford winning the Royal Rumble on the game. Just saying. Also, I've been dubbed as Mama Kim, trying to keep these heathens behaving and
I
not
love
trolling certain people. Thank you so much, Kim.
Who's they? CT playing PS5 at Montez Ford
Nope.
winning the Rumble?
No,
Who's they?
in the story mode they have of the last game, Montez Ford wins the Rumble.
Really?
Yes, and he challenges your character, but then
and then you just beat him in 2 minutes? What happens
No.
next?
Brock Lesnar attacks Montez and breaks his arm before the match and just takes his shot,
That's crazy.
which is the most realistic.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
If there's never been a greater threat to black wrestlers than Brock Lesnar,
Without
bro.
question. Without question.
He's
even in the
only.
virtual world.
Yeah.
And I was shocked because you remember the whole hubbub of, Brock's not gonna be in the game. We took him out and they kept him in the story.
Yeah.
Just to be
Like, dang, I can't escape
oh
this man.
God. After Liv and Rhea, love that Rhea got her title back.
Undertaker came
Undertaker.
out. Yeah.
Where does Rhea go? That was very random that Undertaker
Yeah.
came
What
out.
was supposed to happen?
I don't know.
Was she supposed to get on the bike?
No, there's no way.
Inappropriate.
But why not? Like, if they ride off together, because she was like waiting for him.
Yeah.
He came back.
She was down to get on the bike. I
for
think.
sure. I
Yeah.
think I don't know what that was.
Michelle
bizarre.
McCool was like,
"Hey, yeah, true.
Yeah.
that's what they
True.
What do you think? They would have just rode like 15 feet. So it was like,
Still,
okay.
like it was weirder that she walked while he drove off.
And that was
like,
my favorite Undertaker. I told y'all that. American Badass Undertaker is my favorite
See,
Undertaker,
why
bro.
am I not surprised?
Here's the thing.
Just in the
Because we all
series.
grew up with him. We seen the black and purple. But
No,
for me,
this
when
is-
Undertaker came back at the end of Judgment Day,
CT.
and he was the American Badass. Yeah, Rolling by
No.
Fred Durst.
Well, first they had Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Song.
yeah, Kid Rock. I just love that version of Undertaker because it was more realistic to who he is as a person compared to the character of the
I can't
Undertaker.
like the essay I could write
Okay.
about why this is such a
Yeah.
horrible take.
What was the one promo he did? He was like, "I might be an American badass, but I still like to roll with the devil." And you're like, "All right, man."
Yeah. It's just
Like it's hard to take a man seriously who has his new wife's name tattooed across his neck.
yeah. It's like beautiful day XO for
Hey.
$9.99. Notice how MAGA Taker didn't get booed, but others did. Here's the thing.
Woo.
Yeah.
Taker has never been on camera saying how he feels in the privacy of his own home. So, look,
And like okay, and with Taker, he's mentioned. We've seen his actual friend group of like Godfather,
Right,
Mark
right.
Henry, Savio Vega, the Godwins,
Totally.
Yeah.
Yokozuna. I think was
The
in
BSK,
the
baby.
BSK.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like okay, I feel like he would. Whatever his political beliefs are, that's a white man from Texas.
correct.
I get that.
Mhm, mhm.
But I think he would also know better to not be crazy racist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel like this. When I look at Undertaker, also shout out to Undertaker. Thank you, Mark. When I look at Undertaker has invited me on the 6 Feet Under podcast. And I was like, yo, can I bring the homies? And producers like, oh, we'll schedule and everything. I'm like, cool. I hope it really works out because I really want all of us to go down there.
Yeah.
I more so want to go meet the Undertaker, but I want y'all to nerd out because y'all know specifics.
Yeah.
Like I love American Badass. Y'all do not. And I want to have that conversation
Every
with
time
the Undertaker.
You say it, I get more upset.
I can see it in your eyes, man.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
that's
That's
one
crazy.
of the worst gimmicks. Like he's just a dude. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
man.
Just a dude.
I like
Boom.
bikes.
Then now they started trying to give him all these Nick Booger Red and all that stuff. I was like,
Forgot
this
about
is
Booger Red.
horrible. This is
Booger Rat's coming down. Booger
Yeah,
Rat,
like-
the rats.
Big
Stop.
Evil.
Stop.
Yeah.
So many names, boy. So this is what I think. When did Hogan come out? Was it right after that, or was it after the next match?
That was after, I think it was I think it was after Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre, which was shout out Travis Scott. That was
smoking on Netflix.
On Netflix. Tried to pass to Jey Uso. Jey Uso said, "Nah, I'm good." It was a match to happen, and Jey Uso won with a roll up. What happened afterwards?
JP runs this for $10.
My guy.
Salute to B4B and the bell ringers. Love the presentation from Netflix, but having them ads popping up since being in the US were putting us in a chokehold. Hashtag get that VPN.
Yeah, that's what I told everybody in the Patreon. I was like, yo, this is the best time to get a VPN because they're not showing ads in the other countries.
Yeah.
So get that VPN, you'll get to see what we saw. Because I think there's a lot of segments we saw that they didn't see.
Yeah,
like the joint
we saw all the wrestling.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
all the wrestling. I think the Miz segment, some backstage stuff with Roman. I think the joint with I don't know if all the New Day things aired, but I know some of it we got to see. So
No doubt.
Can you show me how to get a VPN after we do all this?
Yeah,
All
I
right,
got
go ahead, Burns.
2534 King for $10.
Woo!
Yo, I hope y'all are safe out there in LA. Love y'all, man. Appreciate you.
Love you
man.
back,
Thank
man.
for real.
but you know who didn't get any love?
Hulk Hogan.
Or Terry Boulea. That is golden.
That's the best nickname for him ever, bro.
Yeah. I mean, what could they have been thinking? Dog?
First of all, they thought Jimmy Hart was going to save him from getting booed.
I
Daddy.
have a different theory.
Daddy don't.
After
Daddy don't boo with me. He didn't mean it. That was some years ago.
but the chat is right. He
Waving the flag.
I mean, it was like Homer Simpson getting back into the shrubs. Jimmy Hart disappeared at some point,
Gone.
and it was just Hogan standing there.
Gone.
Having taken a step back from this now,
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel, granted, they are invested in this real American beer,
Yeah.
which in and of itself, which we need to have a separate Patreon conversation about what is the relationship between Steve Austin and WWE.
Good question.
dude.
Like, why was he not there
At WrestleMania, too.
at Mania? Why was he not there on Raw? He's not far from LA.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't they invest in his beer?
Instead of
He's
his.
the guy
yeah.
who
He's the
his
big
whole
beer
thing
guy.
is beer.
Right, 100%.
I would never expect, and this is, let's say, before the booing, I would never expect Hulk Hogan to have a beer.
Say your prayers, drink, eat your vitamins, drink your beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he
that's
also,
crazy.
here's the thing though. Hulk Hogan is a grifter. He's like he had a pasta restaurant.
Pasta Mania.
What about Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Is like, yeah, man, I bet that dude has good pasta.
Yeah,
Like that,
yeah.
that makes no sense. Here's something I'd like to do for the Patreon. So The Rock has his tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody has his sponsored vodka. Austin has his beer.
Ooh.
Hogan has his beer.
Are you going to taste test?
I'm going to do a taste test.
I love that idea.
That's
Yeah.
a great
We get
idea.
all the WWE products.
All the WWE
you still got
products.
that Undertaker wine I gave you?
Yeah, I do have.
Okay.
Undertaker had a wine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it to him when the first time I went to his house.
Oh, let's check it out.
I'm a good house guest.
We'll have to add
You are,
that.
you are amazing. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So my
I'm not going to drink it, by the way.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't want to falsely advertise.
That's how you ruin your lifetime of sobriety.
That's crazy, boy.
My theory
Yeah.
is that they set him up for failure because
Mm,
Triple H. Here's what we know about Triple H.
yes.
Triple H did not want Rock to fight Roman at WrestleMania.
Why do you
He
think
wanted
that?
the coat because his whole storyline was Cody Roman.
Okay.
Finish the story.
Right.
Right? Rock comes in because why have him win the Rumble if that's not what he wanted him to do?
Mm-hmm.
And Rock comes in, tries to take it. Fans turn on it.
Immediately.
I believe that Triple H knew that was going to happen the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they had to pivot back, which gave us the final boss character, which enriched everything that was happening.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because Cody has told the story of, I think it was Triple H who told him, point at Roman when you get done.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Mm.
He knew. And I think that his thing with Hogan was, we got to get out of this era.
Yeah.
We got to put this to bed once and for all.
Yeah.
Like, this is a new era. This is a new, you know what I mean? This is the future of WWE. We can't keep going backwards.
No.
Because that inevitably brings up things like Vince McMahon.
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like, look, They didn't mention Hogan at all during Saturday night's main event. That man headlined every Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
No video package of that man, no mention of him, nothing.
Yeah.
Then you trot him out on Raw in Los Angeles?
Of all places.
Of all places?
Crazy.
Had to be something else going on there.
And they're going to Texas in a few, like,
They're going to San Antonio for the next Saturday night's main
Yeah.
event. So I feel like Hunter was very sneaky and was like, we're going to trot him out there. It's going to have a horribly negative effect. And Netflix is going to be like, never do that again.
I love that.
And he's going to say, no problem.
And it was after such a black ass moment of Travis Scott smoking weed on Raw.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like,
which Triple H mentioned in the press conference, totally fine.
Yeah. So I agree with this theory. I think that it was a planned thing of you had to have known Hogan would not get a good reception.
No way, not a chance.
They go to Florida like 18 times a week or a year, whatever.
A week.
Whatever. 18 times a year. So it's easy to just put him out there. But he got booted to Tampa Mania.
Yeah.
So it's like, Hogan's not.
It's just over.
Yeah,
it's
man.
just
Go
over.
to TNA, bro. Also, Tyrone Handon with a $9.99 who says, don't forget Hulk lost out on the Foreman grill. They gave him the Thunder Blender.
That was another one of the Hoganisms, like, Elvis Presley just come watch me wrestle, brother. Like he was dead 8 years before you started wrestling.
The
in
tweet
Memphis.
came out with Bam. Remember Bam from MTV?
Bam Margera? Yeah,
and he says a picture with him. He's like, "Oh, I wish you were here, Bam. Like to hang out with you one more time." And Bam says, "I'm still here, brother. Still alive." No response.
My bad, brother. But I think it's also
Thanks, Domingo Trip.
Domingo Trip, Hulk Hogan be stealing ideas like Drake steals styles, bars.
Man.
Yeah. But I think Hogan has now had a lifetime of lying.
Yeah.
A lifetime of ruining other wrestlers' careers and moments and stuff like that. Like if Macho Man Randy Savage had the opportunity to punch Hogan in the face, like if he was, I think they'd be in the old folks' home right now, squaring up because of how many times. Every time Macho Man won the title, Hogan was somehow involved in taking it off of him.
Yeah.
So it's like, why do we now embrace this dude who ruined so much of what we could have had?
I think now so much of the truth comes out with these types of stories because the wool was over our eyes. Until, I won't even just say the internet, but until social media got savvy, we did not know the behind the scenes stuff. We were in the dark about how people like Hogan were to where it was like, oh man, this guy was really horrible to other wrestlers. And then you see it start to be seen. And then it's like, I've never seen in unison an arena of people, different races, different religions, different backgrounds come together and boo somebody. And that was a different boo. It was like, this ain't storyline boo.
No.
We hate you.
Yeah. Like we gave the New Day the storyline boo. We gave you got that real American hatred.
That's American hate, boy.
And look, even on another tip, the reason that wrestlers are locked into such bad contracts that they are now, where they're independent contractors, not employees of the company, that stems back to Hulk Hogan stooging everybody out when they were trying to form a union back in the day in the 80s.
Are you
Jesse
serious?
Ventura was trying to start.
Jesse Ventura,
That's why to this day Ventura won't mention Hogan, doesn't want to be in the same room with him, et cetera, et cetera.
I did not know that.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd kick him in the hip.
Hogan, it's over. It's just over. Like you said, go to Impact or something. Yeah. Whatever.
Also, get that noodle thing that you call a wig off. Real hair don't sit like that. That's doll hair, bro.
Do you think it's attached to his little whatchamacallit?
He put it on like a hat. It's like, come on, man. I know what this is. He was bald in the 80s because of them roids.
Yeah.
But
it's crazy too because I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, it's probably his political." It's like we don't care about it. No. Listen, if you've met wrestlers, you know most of them probably 100%. Are rightly.
Yeah.
That's just they all live in Florida for a reason. Okay,
Florida, Georgia, you know what I mean? All those states. Tennessee.
All those
states. You already know what it is.
You know what it is. So it's like you don't because we've been entertained by them. To some of them we give them grace of like you're 70 years old, so whatever. Yeah. With him, it's like there's so much more to it as to why we can't rock with you as fans in the know. Or just fans who are just here. It's different, man.
We got 454 people in the chat. Man, say word. Woo! I'll say this, man. Don't care about your political views. Just care about who you are as a person, how you present. I don't get mad at anybody's thing. This is your life. But I will say that Travis Scott out of control, man.
Yeah.
Come on, boy. What are you doing? This is like when LaMelo and the ball
Oh,
was
they're saying like
Raw.
the N-word for
Went off the rails fast.
And you're like, bro, don't be that here.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Just
Time
be a
and
star.
place.
Stacey
Stacey
Johnson,
Whoa.
$49.99. Extended, fellas. Extended. Come on. Hey, CT, Chris, Martin, and Bell Ringers. Much love, you guys. Glad y'all are safe. I need a VPN, but also I felt the legends should have stayed home, especially Hogan. WWE should have read the room. P.S. Hogan should never mention Macho Man name again.
Bro, he tried to pull out Savage. He tried to pull out Andre.
Like,
We
everybody
wasn't
was
having
dead.
it. Nobody was having it.
We
Like,
booing you.
yeah. Keep his names out your mouth.
Which also shout out to everybody who interacted with the video on Twitter of us watching the Hogan joint. Arms folded, man. So
We
thank
were
y'all.
angry, bro.
Yeah.
Also, a huge shout out to DJC, $30.
Yeah.
Yes.
Salute.
Hit that extension, guys. Come on now. Salute to you, fam. After all of that, we see Jey Uso. Bam. Let's get to the main event.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins versus CM Punk.
They've been cooking for a while, man.
They've been cooking, especially with that previous Raws.
Face to face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This match, I've never seen anybody hit Punk with the go to sleep.
I loved when he brought that up in the press conference. Like,
Yeah.
I shouldn't do that to people. It hurts. I was like,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
I got hit with the go to sleep once, and I was like, I can't do that anymore. Yeah.
It was Seth,
It's hard to brace yourself.
I bet.
Yeah.
especially when you don't know where the knee's gonna land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know how high it's coming.
Yeah, you definitely have to. And so my boy Dalton Castle, shout out to him, former Ring of Honor champion. He my last night at Second City, he did a surprise thing where he did we did a rehearsal beforehand, but he was going to do an airplane spin into the go to sleep, and I was like,
sir.
yeah, I said, let's just do the airplane spin. Because that first time I had to take the GTS, I was like, yeah, that ain't for me.
Yeah, that Seth delivers as always.
Yes, sir.
Here's what's making me feel badly about Seth. Seth truly might be one of the greatest wrestlers of all time,
Oh,
I say that.
without a doubt. Yeah.
without a doubt. But Seth is in the wrong generation to be appreciated.
Seth is always the big boy to whoever the Andre 3000 is.
Ooh.
He's like, you know what I mean? Like, Big Boy is an incredible MC.
Yes.
Problem is, the
He's
other
with-
dude in your group is Andre 3000.
Come on, man.
And that's the only problem. Like,
Damn.
if Big Boy had just been on those records alone, like,
Damn.
it's been like, no, this dude's incredible. But then you got this other fool, you know what I mean? Who just like is so different. So,
Damn.
got that star quality. And that's kind of like, that was like Jericho's issue a lot of times. That was Triple H's issue a lot of times. It's like, you could be the guy, but problem is, The Rock is there. And Stone Cold Steve Austin
But
is
Triple
there.
H made the pivot. I don't see Seth Rollins making a pivot. Nope. Triple H made the pivot to say, I'm not going to be as over as a babyface as these guys,
Sure.
but they all need somebody to fight.
Yeah.
And you cannot say that Triple H is not one of the greatest heels.
No
of
doubt.
all
No doubt.
time.
I'm just saying, I don't think he was ever, he's always 1A. He was never 1.
Are you talking about heels or babyface?
In general,
In general,
the company.
like,
Just
when you talk about
Roman,
the company, yeah.
Even as a tribal chief heel, Roman was 1.
Yes.
Period. He was not 1A. You know what I mean? As much as we loved Cody,
Yeah.
Cody was 1A.
But
you know what I'm saying?
go back to Triple H. Who was number one if Triple H was not number one?
Stone Cold.
Stone
No.
Cold, yeah.
I'm talking about heels.
Heels?
Of heels, but that's what I'm saying. You're making a category. I'm just saying in general.
No, but that's what I mean. Like
Yeah,
Triple
yeah.
H said he saw that I'm not going to be the number one babyface. So thank you so much, the Bean. Come on, Mark. So I'm saying when I look at Triple H, he was definitely number one heel because he made the decision.
Sure,
I can't be a face. So now, if Seth Rollins were to make that decision, could he be number one heel?
I think he got a problem because Kevin Owens is there. You know what I'm saying?
Kevin
when
Owens
Kevin
is doing
showed up
great
during
work.
that Bloodline match, we all lost our minds because we didn't think about that at all. But it was perfect.
So many people were underneath that ring.
Yeah,
Like,
we
how big
kept
is the
talking
ring?
about that. Like, how many people was chilling? But it was such a Paul Heyman match. It was like shenanigans.
Yeah.
Big finish. We out of here. Like, but like, boy, oh boy, yeah. Because I think that they're going to do a. I think they're going to form that faction of Drew, Seth, and Kevin.
I love that.
Well, I want the New Day in there as well.
I would love it too.
Yeah.
You think I would be mad at that?
No, I'm telling you, that would be the most fire Survivor Series team.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
if
would
it
love
could
that.
go from now to Survivor, when does it officially form?
I'd form it after Mania and just be a big hater group. Just like you see what they're doing to us.
Wait. Remember that venue? And it was a backstage segment when you saw the New Day get panned to. Everybody was having a good time, like Maxine and everybody, and they panned to the New Day, and New Day was just like this.
Yeah.
That was so funny, bro. They were some haters, bro.
Yeah.
I had never seen work like this.
You know how hard it is to hate at a party that you don't have to. You can leave.
Right. You could go home.
Yeah.
At any time.
You can go backstage. You can go to the locker room.
I've been waiting.
You met Topanga, are you?
Let's talk about Topanga. Well, we'll talk about that on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Let me tell you the stories we got for y'all. Topanga, Wilfred Dale,
New Day,
Naomi, Jimmy Uso, Austin Theory,
O'Shea Jackson.
We got to talk about O'Shea. There's so many stories we have for you guys. It's on the Patreon. We'll talk about that after the show. But right now, that main event was great. Seth definitely, I won't say carried the match, but he for sure put that main event on. But it's unfortunate because without CM Punk, would Seth have been able to get that main event? And that's what I'm saying.
But that's why Seth is, to your point, that's why Seth was so smart when the surprise CM Punk return happened. Seth went into business for himself and made sure he was on camera flipping in the bird.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it'd have been like, it'd been all about Punk. And so it's like, no, we getting this storyline. Like,
and we needed it.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to lay the groundwork right now. Which
so
is
now, and that goes back to Seth Rollins. I think the moment that the crowd started turning on Seth, this is beyond him playing heel in 2014. When the crowd turned on Seth, it's when they brought the Universal Championship out and it was red.
Yeah.
And he told everybody, hey guys, I'm really disappointed in you. And people were like, you what? Oh, we got some booze for you, Playboy.
How about that?
And that's where it took a turn. And then Roman was able to just inch the rest of the way by. Because for a while, they were neck and neck. Burning Down Seth was incredible.
Sure.
And Roman just breezed past. SmackDown happens.
Wait, real quick, shout out new NXT champion Obafemi.
Yeah.
New NXT women's champion Julia. Did not expect Obafemi to pin Trick.
No, definitely not.
That was something. And The Rock did come out. He said he dropped the F-bomb like 4 times on the CW network.
K-Poppin for $10 says Team Crash Out is going to happen. KO True New Day itself.
I love that name.
That's a great name.
I love it. Team Crash Out is great.
Yeah.
I did enjoy seeing Obafemi because he's going to be the person to carry that show.
Yeah.
It's time for Trick to get called up. Unfortunately, Carmelo has not excelled at the pace that they'd hoped.
Yeah.
And you cannot deny this Trick Williams train any longer. It's just a fact.
I think Trick needs just a little. I'd give him another 6 months though. He needs a little more seasoning.
What do you think he's missing?
Again, I don't think I think character-wise he's good. I think depth-wise within the ring is one of those things. Like when the bell rings, he needs something else. He needs like another edge to get the crowd hyped to say like, yeah, I could see him going 20 minutes.
I definitely need him to start wearing pants. His legs are too loose.
Loose?
What?
You say loose?
What did you
Trick
say?
Williams it's like he move his legs too loosely, bro. Nobody's gonna say it.
He said he got DC Young Fly legs.
Shout out to DC. I didn't say it. That's birth. Trick is like his leg. He just, hey man.
He did used to wear like the leather pants.
That's cool.
We don't need that.
Yeah, that looked weird.
Not these shorts because the way. Anyway, but I love Obafemi. Obafemi.
He's gonna be a big star.
He is, man. I still want to see. I was about to say. About to mess it up and say Incredible Jones, Odyssey Jones.
Yeah.
I hope all of that got worked out because I still want to see him back on that roster, boy. You never know, man.
I will always pray for a black man's innocence. So.
Always.
Yeah.
SmackDown happens. Could we have been wrong? And it's actually Cody versus Roman 3. Because what it's turning out to is Paul Heyman called his shot, said Roman's going to win this Rumble, and he wants to face you. He wants his title back.
I could see, okay, my fantasy booking is Punk beats Gunther, then Roman challenges Punk. And that's the main
I love
event.
that.
Yeah. And then I see Cena, as you said, Elimination Chamber winning and then challenging challenging Cody. But speaking of challenges, SSI with a 1999 says, my first time catching the live, excited to see what 2025 has in store for you three good brothers. Doing the timestamps has been an honor and privilege. Let's raise some bell. Thank you so much. Yes.
Yo, first and foremost, Saya, everybody in the comments, Saya, you already know the name because the timestamps cannot be done without Saya. Every episode, immediately going through, naming the moments. We can never thank you enough. Thank you so much for your investment in the show and everybody's investment in the show. But what you do takes time. I don't know how to do the chapters. They say if you just put the timestamps in the description, it'll cut the chapters for you. But I don't know. I tried once and it didn't work. But thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. You give me a shout out every week, so I appreciate you.
That's love. I don't want to see Cody and Roman again. Not yet.
No,
not yet.
I'm good
too
for
soon.
a while. Yeah. I'm good for a little while.
Give it another year.
Yeah. I mean, look, that is a hell of a card, main event wise, if it's Cody, Cena.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then you're telling it's the alternate universe finished the story. You finished your story. My story finishes when I get this 17. And that's that's the stakes at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Versus, and then you go Roman, Punk. That story been getting wrote since Bad Blood.
It has. Who gets the Domingo Trip $9.99?
Oh yeah.
New Nation, Oba, Odyssey, Carmelo, Eddie Thorpe for you, Chris. Managed by Big E. Who gets?
Hey man, don't make any more factions, bro.
Who gets which day? I feel like Cena and Cody is a Saturday, and and Cena,
Roman Punk.
and Punk is a Sunday.
Yeah, I can see that.
Telling you.
Yeah, I can see Roman Punk because I feel like they could get more time and more. There's more juice in that pause. I think that the promos alone of just Punk and Paul would build everything.
You're absolutely right.
Whereas I think Cena and Cody, you're an American hero, you're an American hero. Like there's nothing they can say that'll make you say, they hate each other. I think Roman and Punk, and like to the same kind of degree of what Punk and Seth were building up, Roman could say, yeah, man, I heard what you said on that podcast where you were talking about how, like, what I should have been and da-da-da-da. There's already something there built in from 10 years ago.
Sure.
Are you ready for this what if? First of all, Deuce Big Below, thank you so much. $10 says, CT Punch is cashing in. Probably see him, I don't know.
See him.
So here's the thing. What if Cena and Cody happens at Mania and Cena turns heel at Mania, but just enough time that he turns face before the end of his farewell tour?
That's too much.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's a 9-month run.
But you also have to remember it's a week. Like, so 9 months, but it's once a week. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I just don't. It's like if they were going to turn him heel, they would have done it. They would have done it by now. And
it's too beloved.
Yeah, exactly.
He is very much beloved.
No matter what happens, he's just too good on the mic.
He is. He's one of the best.
Absolutely. Like all these young boys who've ever tried to step to him in a promo battle, he's just cooked them. Absolutely. And as good as Cody is, I don't know if he wants that smoke either in a promo battle.
Let's talk about smoke. Let's talk about, thanks Deuce Big Below. Let's talk about pop. You know who got some pop?
Who that?
Motor City Machine Guns. Motor City Machine. I like them now. They ain't got the titles.
Oh, really?
Titleless Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
Who?
The titles belong.
Are you a clone?
Yeah.
Do you have a tattoo in the back of your neck? Do you have freckles all of a sudden?
That's a great Jamie Foxx reference.
That's great.
Without the tag team titles, I'm a fan now. They got some great pops during the match.
Yeah.
Chris Sabin actually looks like an evil magic teacher.
Magic
an evil
teacher. He defense against the dark arts teacher like Harry
He
Potter.
looked like he want to take out Harry Potter, bro.
Are we talking like Magic Castle? Or
No,
are we talking
we're talking about
Hogwarts?
Hogwarts.
Boy.
Dog.
That's a for sure. You understand me? Tim Scott, $10.
Yeah.
Are the Profits injured? There are 4 tag teams benefiting from a story that started with them getting jumped, and the Profits are not one of those teams. I think it's going to culminate around Rumble, and they'll win the titles around then, unless they can stretch this out
Yeah.
and get the Profits the titles at Mania,
That's
which
where I
would
see
be a
it.
way bigger moment. Martin pitched this months ago.
Which honestly, seeing only because I think Pretty Deadly didn't get really
Any TV time.
any TV time or the ability to, and they're doing great.
Yeah.
Berto and Angel are also really good.
Yes.
I would call for a 5-way
Good Lord.
ladder match at Mania.
Maybe they could pull off some Hardy Boys,
Hold
Dudley
on
Boys
a
action.
second. Speaking of pull off.
Dead Rabbit.
Woo!
$50.
Yeah.
Extended. Can't believe I finally caught y'all live. My birthday was New Year's Day. This is my gift to myself. One question is, what do you think is really going on with the Jade angle? First and foremost, happy belated birthday, my guy. That is very kind of you. You know what? At first, I thought it was really her being taken out by somebody and she would be back in TV a couple of weeks. Now, I don't know. Is she really hurt? Because
So what I heard is that she's back at the Performance Center and she was off doing some entertainment obligations, healing up, and I think just doing some like other work stuff. So
she's okay.
yeah, she's okay.
Thank goodness.
I would imagine her back by Mania, if not Rumble.
For sure.
Okay.
And I still think it's Naomi.
Oh, it's definitely Naomi.
Yeah, without question. DCJ back again for $10. Realistically, Roman should find out just how bad he was doing the roster when he enters the Rumble. Imagine he gets in the ring and everybody left turns their attention to him. I would love that. It's like a cop going to prison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you remember what, you know what I mean? Or it's like Arkham Asylum, like Batman
Yes.
and all his villains, team up.
You're not in here with me.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
That's why I don't think Roman wins the Rumble, because of that.
Ooh,
I'm not mad at that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
This Rumble is going to be
And but then you have like the Usos or Sammy's
Yep.
like trying to save him. It's like, what are you doing?
That's the match, though. That's gonna be the storyline through the match. Meanwhile, Cena's in there being like, "This is my only shot."
Yep.
It's gonna be a crazy Rumble. I'm so glad we're going.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are going, man. That's gonna be great. I definitely am excited about the direction WWE is going. Tiffany Stratton, Belair, Naomi, Bayley, Nia Jax had their match. Bayley goes over. Apparently now champions have to earn their rematch, and they don't just get a guaranteed rematch
I
after
love
they
that.
lose the
Well,
title.
they mix it up sometimes. I think it's like a contract That's the way I view it. It's like they have to write it in their contract, or
Yeah.
if they get an automatic. Because I know there's sometimes where like I think it was like the Revival who had a thing. This is way back.
Oh God,
Yeah.
yeah.
Back when they were great. When they had
baby.
Not even FTR.
Thanks, Incredible.
That match with Jericho was so sad. Anyways, I think like they had a thing. They're like, it sucks we didn't put it in our thing that we get a rematch in our rematch clause. There's like another team that did. So I think it's different elements like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Jacob Fatu cut a promo.
In his Missy Elliott jacket, like they said in the chat.
Jacob's music kind of started out like on some G stuff. It's like it almost sounded like, "Oh my mama, oh my hood." I was like, okay, but Jacob, there's no denying that he's a star.
Yeah.
I saw Tama Tonga not get able to speak at all. They ain't giving him no lines.
No.
We know who they pushing right
Ain't
now.
nothing to say.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing to say, boy.
Say,
What
just
would he add to
hang
that?
Hang out to you.
Hang
to
out.
your
Although
brother.
I did love what was it, LA Knight when he threw Jacob Fatu
Yeah, I
out.
did
and
love that,
said, you're using your outside voice inside, so you're gonna take your ass outside. Yeah.
So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, we can never thank you guys enough. If you are watching this live, thank you. If you happen a chance to watch this replay in the morning when it actually airs, I should say the premiere, thank you as well. Make sure that you continue to like and share, because we're trying to get this show even bigger. And I'll tell you why once we get to this post show. Everybody who's been in attendance, thank you. What's coming up for you, Martin? What do you want to tell the people?
Me and Caleb Braxton are actually formerly known as Caleb Braxton, Caleb Becker. We're going to put together a benefit show. I'll have more details on that very soon. I'm in Austin, Texas this Friday night, so come check me out. Hosting for our boy Mateen Stewart's birthday on the 19th at the Hollywood Improv, 9 p.m. Late for work. You know how we do. And I'll actually be here at Petty Cash Studios on the 18th. So I'm in Austin, then right back here doing Petty Cash, doing improv. So follow me on Instagram for all that information at Martin M. Morrow.
Burns, what do you want to tell the people? Shirt, go.
I'm chilling. Like I said, my city been on fire for like a week, so I'm chilling. Just keeping an eye on it, volunteering, helping out where I can, and that's where I'm really what I'm at right now. I might go to Austin with you. Yeah, I got to go out there for various reasons.
Okay. I would like to close the show by saying this before we get to the post show. There's been a lot of back and forth with our previous co-host and us that we had the opportunity to come to the other show, and we had a conversation immediately after they wrapped, and that conversation was extremely progressive. We settled every issue that we had. We have nothing negative to say about good brother Jay. Hopefully Jay has nothing negative to say about us. We all squashed everything. We handled it like true men should. We're sorry that we have had you guys experience ups and downs of that nature. And we just wanted to put that out there right now that we genuinely resolved everything and wish him nothing but the best. No pun intended. So thank you guys for rocking with us. Go ahead, Mark. Randy Constance, $9.99.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I can hear the Henny and menthol in Jacob's voice. Here, real ninja. Yes, and along with what I just said, Jay will actually be joining us for a second on the Patreon post show, so we could even go into what was talked about. But for the general public, we wanted to tell you guys, thank you. We apologize and we resolve things. So with that said, before the bell, the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. We will see you guys next week, and we got a lot to talk about on this post show. We out.
Laid out for the count.